On this Thursday night, momentum is building in the state legislature aimed at stopping people from driving while high. A new bill introduced in May would allow police to give roadside saliva screenings to drivers.
Michigan State Police say the test can quickly detect if someone is driving under the influence of drugs. News Channel 3's Autumn Pitcher spoke to officers who are now urging lawmakers to take action.
A recent AAA study reveals half of cannabis users believe they can drive safely while high. And while Michigan does not have a legal THC limit, it's still illegal to drive under the influence of drugs. Most recent data from Michigan State Police shows just how dangerous it can be. Nearly a quarter of the more than 1,000 fatal crashes reported in 2023 were drug-related.
Police are encountering an alarming trend, a boost in people behind the wheel driving high.
We legalized in 2018 for recreational marijuana. I think that that's pushed more people to drive under the influence of marijuana than what the drive under the influence of alcohol.
Currently, there's no roadside test officers can administer to detect for THC, which is the psychoactive component in marijuana.
We've got a huge blind spot. That there's gaps in our testing that really don't let us know how often drivers have drugs other than alcohol in their system.
A new bill making its way through the state legislature would change that. It would allow law enforcement officers to use oral swabs to determine if someone is driving under the influence of drugs, including marijuana, cocaine, and heroin. MSP says the screening can produce results in just 5 minutes.
We're just hoping that we can use it to deter impaired drivers and hopefully drive our fatality rates down.
Without reliable roadside testing, officers have had to count on what they observe, field sobriety tests, and blood tests, which can take several weeks to get results.
There's a delay in the process where if we had roadside testing like we do with alcohol, we would have important information sooner.
In 2018, the state began a pilot program with oral screenings in nearly 70 counties across Michigan. 24 other states have adopted the technology, including Colorado, Florida, and Ohio.
We need every tool in our toolkit to be available for law enforcement and for the public to make sure our roads are safe.
Not everyone is in favor of the bills. The American Civil Liberties Union of Michigan strongly opposes them. They say in a statement, quote, Michigan State Police's own pilot to report shows the oral fluid testing device has an alarming rate of inaccuracy. Nearly 11% of all tests produce incorrect results, either false positives or false negatives that did not match findings from follow-up blood tests. The bills, however, have passed in the House, and next steps include a Senate committee hearing, which could come in the next couple of weeks. In studio, Autumn Pitcher, News Channel 3.